Recently, I was listening to a podcast related to money, and the speaker was putting a scenario. Let me share it with you. Imagine you have a $1 million in your bank account today. Something unfortunate happens, you pass away. What do you think? What will happen to that $1 million? I can tell you that all the hours that you spend in committing to the working by staying away from the family, has absolutely zero value because since you are died, somebody else is gonna use that money. This video basically shows that how you can die with zero. No, it does not mean that you are gonna leave absolutely $0 in your bank account, but it tells you that how you can spend your money in the most wiser way so that you can enjoy the life too, as well as same time you have enough amount of the wealth so that you do not need to be dependent at a very early age and you need to beg for money. So if you are interested to know how you can enjoy your life to the full by spending money on the experiences, understanding why leaving traditional inheritance to the kids actually is gonna hurt them, and the many other topics related to dying with zero, I believe this video is for you. So if you are interested, let's start this video. Wait. Before we start this video, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Mayur. I live in Canada, work as an engineer, but I love to make videos on personal finance. I love to talk about money and mindset. If you're still watching this video, let me tell you that I really thank you so much for watching this video. I'm new to this era of YouTubing and I'm trying my best. Just do me a favor. If you really like this video, give a subscribe and like button to this channel. Let's jump in. In this era of technology, and since we all have money, we are so much habituated to spend our money on the materialistic stuff. Imagine your younger brother wants to buy an iPhone 16 as soon as it releases. Your younger sister wants to buy a gold jewelry whenever she starts working. But the one thing they don't understand is that these are all the materialistic stuff. The fun or the enjoyment that you get by buying these stuff is only temporarily. Like you are fed up with your iPhone within a year. You do not wear the gold jewelry on a daily basis. There is no real experiences that you gain while buying these stuff. And that's the reason most of the people, they run out of their money by buying this stuff and instead spending all their money onto the life experiences. They just waste money on this such poor stuff. And that's the reason I thought of sharing the first most important lesson from this book is to spend on the life experience. Also at the same time, very much early into the life. Let's do a very small exercise. At this moment, pause this video, get a piece of paper and a pen and write down all the experiences that you wanted to do, especially when you were a child to till date, and explore all these options on a piece of paper. Whether you want to go into a Disneyland, you want to go on the biggest cruise ship of this world, icon of the sea. If you are a sport person, write down what competition match you want to see against the Blue Jays or something. If you are a foodie person like me, try which international cuisines you want to try in a popular restaurants in your city. Take your time, think for a minute, and especially write those all the experiences or all the nostalgia experiences that you wanted to try, especially when you were a kid. You will not believe that you would come to know that you have missed so much experiences that you can easily do when you are in your 30s or 20s. When you started earning, you have money as well as you have some time. You can experience these all dreams that you have dreamt when you were young. At this moment, you can easily do it. These all experiences can be either small or large or free of cost or charitable. Just write those all experiences that you want to achieve out of this life that can be so meaningful and beautiful in terms of memory. As soon as you experience these dreams, you will get a dividend of memory that will stay until the rest of your life, unless you get a dementia or the Alzheimer at a later age in your life. But you will have all the memories that you have dreamt as a kid, that you have dreamt as a youngster, that you have dreamt as when you were in your 30s or 40s and you could successfully achieve your dream. The lifelong memory will stay until your last breath. If I'm talking about myself, I want to explore each and every Caribbean countries into South America. That's true. In fact, I have been visiting every countries every 6 months a year. And I'm very fortunate that I could achieve all those dreams. And these dreams I have realized once I landed in Canada, when I saw this beautiful world, when I saw this beautiful water all across the North and the South America. I thought that the God has created this beautiful world just to explore. And then I changed all my experience rather than materialistic stuff to the real life experience. I know this will last until my last breath. Now you should be experiencing this stuff as early as possible in your life. Now imagine you want to become a surfer, but let's say you are already 60s. The kind of experiences that you will be getting at the age of 60s will be much more lower than the same experience you can achieve at the age of 30s or 40s. The experiences, the enjoyment, and the memory dividend will be a lot of different in the age difference. And that's the reason this book is recommending us to experience all this stuff in our life at an early stage. We are not sure when the unfortunate day will happen, when the unfortunate day will come in our life and our door shuts. So it's better to start everything early. Now we know that where to spend money. Then let's understand how to spend money so that we have almost $0 in our bank account when we die. This is what we wanted to achieve, right? So let's talk about some number. Now here I want to tell you a small disclaimer. When I tell you that die with zero, I am not asking you to spend all the money on the life experiences. Absolutely no. I want you to save too. At the same time, you need to do some investment too. You need to spend money on your essential stuff. And that's the reason you gotta do some budgeting. Whenever money gets created in your bank account on your paycheck day, 50% should be allocated for your life essential stuff, 30% to the investment, and whatever remain, the 20% is this fund, you should be using it to gain all the life experiences that you have written in the previous steps of this video. Now your financial situation will be different into the two different sectors all across your life. The financial situation, especially when you are working, some money is coming in your bank account every bi-weekly or weekly. At the same time, there will be another financial situations when you are retired. Let's talk about something when you are earning, when the money is coming in your bank account. Imagine your yearly before tax salary is around $100,000. And after the tax deduction, let's say your net salary comes to your bank account at the end of the year is around $70,000. Now, if we use the principle of budgeting, we should be using 20% of the $70,000 to gain all these life experiences. And 20% of the $70,000 is around $14,000. Now imagine what you cannot do in this $14,000. Even if you take 2 vacations per year, $5,000 per each to a Caribbean country, all 7 days, all inclusive with whole family of total 4 people, you are experiencing 2 different new countries. You are experiencing 2 new stuffs for the whole week. What else you need to experience in your life? And as I said earlier, your dream can be either small or big. It can be free or charitable, or it might be costing tons of money. And you are still left with $4,000. Explore a nearby garden. Explore a nearby museum that you haven't seen ever since you have moved into the city. Most important thing here is that when you go out with your family, when you go on a vacation with your family, it gives you tons of memories that you can accumulate and that can rest until the last breath of yourself. Now your financial situation changes as soon as you get retired. Now you have a very limited source of income. Probably you might not be getting even from your employer or the security deposit that you might be getting from the government. It is totally dependent where you are currently living and where you will be spending your retirement. But in general, the main purpose once you get retired is to know how you can die with zero, how you can spend your life in such a meaningful way that you do not have $1 million left in your account and you are yet to visit a nearby Caribbean country that you wanted to go from the last 30 or 40 years. Actually, these books ask you to see the life expectancy of yourself once you get retired. There are many websites on Google. When you search it, when you answer some of the basic questions, it will tell you that your life expectancy based on all the habits that you have answered into this question format, you can know your expected life expectancy. And once you know when you are gonna die, that's most probably number, you can allocate all the budget that you are left with once you get retired. Let's say if you have $1 million, you can divide $1 million divided by the numbers of years yet to live, and you have a total number that you can spend for the whole year. But overall, forget about the future. We do not know what will happen once we get retired, whether we'll be in the situation to experience all the experiences that we wanted to achieve in the future. We never know. It's better to live the life into the present. Do not try to save much more from this portion and try to save it for a retirement, since you never know. It's better to experience every aspect of the life so that you can live your life to the fullest, and the memory dividends that you might be getting can last until your last breath. I know some of you would already have been panicked when I talk about spending all the monies that in your bank account in these 30 years. Let's say if you are retiring today and you know that you are going to survive for the next 30 years based on the life expectancy calculator, and you are spending all this $1 million in your bank account. But this is not true. Let me explain these in little bit details. When I say the die with zero, that means if you are retired, if you have $1 million in your bank account, if you're going to survive for 30 years, you have more than $330,000 every year to spend. Does that mean that you are going to spend all this money on yourself? Does that mean that you are not going to give this money to your kids? Does that mean that you are not going to offer this money to somebody who is relatively very close in your life? No, it is not. But when we say that die with zero, it does not mean that you are going to spend all your money on yourself. You should definitely give some money to your kids, but when? The time is the most important. The very traditional way that I have been seeing many people, they offered all the money to their kids, their inheritance, when they died, when they are on the deathbed. Now, if you are at 80, if you have, let's say, for example, $500,000, if you are giving it to your kid who is already 50, what is he going to do with that money? He is about to get retired too. He cannot use that money in the most useful way. According to this book is suggesting that you should give whatever amount of the money that you need to give to your kids. You should give it to them before they turn at least 35, not late than that. And I agree with this totally. If you are giving money to your kids, especially when they are young, they have more time to take the risk. They can use this money into most productive way. Probably they can start their own business. They can invest this money somewhere in a more riskier options where they have more leverage, more ability of where they have more time to recover this risk too. But if you are giving money when they are already in their 50s or 60s, they are already done. They are almost about to get retired, and at that age, they might not be able to take more risk. And let's say you forgot to make a will today. Unfortunate thing happens, you died in your 60s. Now you have bunch of money that has not been assigned to anybody. Imagine you have 2 kids. Most probably these 2 kids are going to quarrel with each other how to get the portion of that money, who will be taking which portions. And we have seen these cases in society too. It is very common. Imagine the amount of chaos we have created into the family by not giving that money at the very right time. That's why the book is recommending us to decide how much amount of the money to give to the kids at what time. It is asking us to sit with the spouse. It is asking us to decide it today, not later than 2. The same goes with charity too. Imagine you want to give some portion of your money to your kids. At the same time, you wanted to do some charity too. And if you are waiting that I will give my all money away when I'm dead, but you need to know that you cannot be generous if you are already dead. Who is going to appraise you? How are you going to feel about the charity that you have done? That's the reason timing is the most important factors. Imagine somebody in your family members or in your neighborhood who is really struggling and you really wanted to help them, but you are deciding that I will help them with the monetary benefits when I died. Do you think that that person will be needing the same amount of the help after 30 years? Absolutely no. Timing is the most important factor here. If you wanted to do something, if you wanted to give money to somebody, if you wanted to do some charity, you should plan where you are alive. You should keep doing it almost on a daily basis. Do it in a small fractions, but do it consistently so that the person who is going to get benefited does not need to wait. Probably he might not be needing that help too after 30 years. So it's better to do it today. Similarly, there are many modern ways of handling the money. But because of the length of this video, I had to draw off the idea over here. But if you really wish, I would really recommend you to read this book, Die with Zero, once again. This is available all across the world. Probably I bought it from Amazon, but you can buy it from anywhere if it is available in your nearby library too. If you are planning to retire sooner, or somebody in your family or in your contact is about to retire, I really request you to offer this book as a gift so that they know how to handle their money in the later stage of the life. At the end of the day, money is definitely important, but consider just it as a tool to buy you some experience as well as the time. Your net worth is not the bank balance that you see on your phone when your heart stops beating, but your actual net worth is all the accumulation of all the memories that you have lived so far in your life while you are here, while you are in the present. Do not let the force oversave for the retirement. At the same time, in the future, your health might not let you enjoy that. Accumulate the wealth for sure, definitely it is true, but aggressively invest into the life experiences too before the window closes down. You never know. Now I want to hear from you. In the comment box, let me know what the life experience that you have been letting it go for so long just because you are waiting for the right financial time. Let me know into the comment box. If this video has changed your mindset, the way you look at your bank balance, make sure you share this video to somebody who is already stressing out, who needs to stop stressing and start living the life. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you into the next video. Take care and bye.